Hello guys, a very warm welcome back to our channel. In last video we have discussed about angiosperms, and this video we are going to discuss about morphology of flowering plants, which is nothing but a morphology of angiosperms. Why I am using here angiosperms? Because flowering plants is also known as or called as angiosperms. What is meant by morphology? Study of external characters is nothing but a study of external characters. Example for that, shape and structure, etc. like that. So in this chapter we are going to discuss about the root and stem and leaf, inflorescence and flower, fruit, seeds, etc. regarding to the entire plant. So let us enter into the topic, guys. So here I am going to start with the root. So basically the chapter is going to start with the root in NCERT or any other academy books. So let us have a look here. So guys, in majority of dicotyledonous plants, the direct elongation of the radicle leads the formation of primary root which grow inside the soil. So guys, firstly you have to know one thing. What is meant by dicotyledonous plant? So if a plant consists of two cotyledon, is said to be dicotyledon plants. So in dicotyledon plants we can see a taproot system. So guys, I will explain you what is meant by taproot system. Before that, I need to explain or clarify you how the primary root and what is the secondary, tertiary. So guys, to know the root system, we have to know about two things. Firstly, what is meant by primary root and what is meant by secondary root. The primary root is nothing but a radical part which grow inside the soil. What is meant by radical? So what is meant by radical? Radical is nothing but this. What is meant by radical? A radical is the other than the stem part which grow inside the soil is said to be a radical. So this radical is nothing but a primary root. If the primary root consists of a lateral roots, these are the lateral roots, is said to be a secondary roots. Together form a taproot system. If a plant consists of primary root as well as secondary roots, these two roots are said to together called as taproot system. So guys, here there are three types of root systems are present. First one taproot system, second is fibrous root, third one is adventitious root. I will explain you what is meant by taproot system, what is meant by fibrous root, and as well as adventitious root system. So firstly have a look of this plant. If you take a plant like this, above the soil part is said to be a shoot system. Below the soil part is said to be a root system. Above the soil, the parts are like flower, fruit, stem, leaves, all together are together said to be a shoot system parts. So what is a node? The node is nothing but if a leaf arises from a part is said to be a node. In between two leaves, the space is present, that is nothing but an internode. So this is all about root system and shoot system. So let us discuss about how many types of root system. I have told you about root system, taproot system. I want to discuss with you fibrous root system. In monocotyledon plants, additional point to here, in dicotyledonous plant or dicotyledonous tree, plants consist of a taproot system, such as example for that, mustard. In monocotyledonous plant, primary root is a short-lived and replaced by larger number of roots. These roots originated from the base of the stem and constituent of the fibrous system. So if it is primary root is replaced by the larger number of roots, then we can say it is a fibrous root system. So what is the example for that? Wheat plant. So in some plants like grass, banyan tree, roots, etc., roots arise from the parts of the plant other than the radical. So what is meant by other than radical? So this is actual radical which is present inside the soil. Other than the radical means above the shoot system, which arises from shoot system. We can say that is an adventitious roots. Not only shoot system, in the shoot system it may also arises from here, like in at lower node. It is also said to be an adventitious root. So main function of this root system is absorption of water, minerals from the soil. This is the main important for a plant. So this is all about this, guys, and also proper encourage to the plant parts and storing reserve food material and synthesis of the plant growth regulator. These are the main functions of the root and the types of roots here, and I have explained you the parts of the flowering plant which is angiospermic plant. So let us move into the regions of the root. This is a diagrammatical view of the regions of the root tip. So guys, here root cap is present, region of meristematic activities is present, and region of elongation is present, root hair is present, region of maturation is present. So guys, so if you are preparing for any NEET or any competitive exams, have a look here. This is very most important picture. For an mostly questions will arise directly as like this, and they will give this part and like a question mark, and they will ask what is this part and name it like this. So be prepared with all regarding to the pics. So I will discuss with you one by one. How the role of a root cap. Root cap usually protect the growing root. So region of meristematic activities, these are the thin cells are present here, which is shows a meristematically active. So region of elongation, here the elongation of root takes place. Root hair, what is meant by root hair? Root hair absorbs minerals and water from the soil. So region of maturation, it is a matured part where there is nothing, where meristematic activities not takes place, is said to be a region of maturation. So have a look here. The region cells of elongation zone gradually differentiate and mature, hence this zone are proximal to the region of elongation. This is called a region of maturation. So guys, here you need to know about what is a proximal, what is an apex. Here if you're seeing, if they ask like this, what is a proximal part of the root, then you have to say that region of maturation, because it is a proximal part and it is an apex part. So just this is the regarding to this. Next topic is modification of root. So I have prepared a very easier thing to understand this all sentence. So let us have a look here. Guys, here it is. Root modification. Roots in some plant change their shape and structure and become modified to perform functions other than the absorption and conduction of the water and minerals, are said to be termed to be a change is said to be a root modification. So how roots are get modified? They are not only for the conduction of the water and minerals. They are also useful for storage of food materials and respiration, etc. things. So if a root get modified for the storage of roots, these are the systems, these are the three types of roots, like tap root, adventitious roots and fibrous roots, which will store the food materials. How they can, if they store the food material, they become swollen due to the storage of food. This is the storage root, for example for storage roots. Have a look here. So have a look here, prop root or pillar root. So guys, example for this prop root or pillar root is banyan tree. So guys, in banyan tree, roots arises from branches, touches the ground and acts as a root which give additional support to the banyan tree, because banyan tree is a huge amount. It's a big plant and it cannot be controlled, or it cannot be, because of their huge amount of presence of banyan tree, they require additional roots for their support. So additional roots arises from the branches of shoot system which touches the ground and acts as a root and which gives additional support to the banyan tree. This type of modification is said to be prop root system. This prop root system will is shown in banyan tree. So have a look about still root. What is meant by still root? Roots arises from the lower nodes of a plant. Like if you have a look here, I will give this is example for still root, guys. Maize plant, where roots are arisen from the lower nodes. Here my arises from here. So this type of roots are modified for their additional support to the maize. So I have told you about prop root. This is example or a picture for the banyan tree, where branches are arisen from the upper part, from the shoot part, and acts as a roots for their additional support. So next to it is pneumatophores, helps to get oxygen for respiration. So pneumatophores is nothing but it's just for modified. These types of roots just for modified to get oxygen for a plant. So what are the example for pneumatophores? So mangrove plants such as Rhizopora avicennia. So in this, guys, roots comes outside the soil for their oxygen requirement. So let us have a look about valmont tree. So adventitious roots are specialized to absorb the moisture from the atmosphere. So this also comes out of the soil for their atmosphere sake. So you have to So you have to note here there is a difference between pneumatophore and Wallman root. So you have to see examples also. And Wallman root, which is example for that, is Vanda. So it roots comes out for the sake of moisture. Next to the Wallman, next modification is hostorial roots. Hostorial roots, guys, there are two types of parasitic plants are present. Hostorial roots are two types. One is partially parasite and completely parasite. What is meant by partially parasite? If a partially parasite sends the hostorial roots into the xylem of host plant to get water and minerals only. So this type of modification takes place in the partial parasites is for only the purpose for water and mineral purpose, which are the example for the partial parasites, Viscum and Striga. So completely parasite, guys, extend their hostorial roots into the both xylem and phloem. So here in complete parasite they will get food and also the water and minerals. But in a partially parasite they require only water and minerals. So this is a difference between partial parasite and complete parasite. So examples, have a look here. Completely parasites is example for Cuscuta, Rafflesia. So have a look here, guys. Nodular roots in members of Fabaceae, bacteria known as Rhizobium inhabited the root system to fix of atmospheric nitrogen by forming nodules. So I will give a best example for this is for nothing but a groundnut. So groundnuts, if you have observed the roots of groundnut, they will show this type of modification. So last but not least, photosynthetic roots. Example for it is Taeniophyllum. Roots also show photosynthetic modification. So some plants like roots are chlorophyllous and perform photosynthesis. Example for this is Taeniophyllum. So this is all about today, guys. If hope you liked the video, please like, do a share and do subscribe.